If you've ever tossed a handful of wood ash into your garden because someone said it was natural and good for plants, this video might save your soil. There's a hidden danger most gardeners completely overlook, and it grows stronger every time you empty that fireplace bucket into your beds. Today on Soil and Crops Central, we're exposing the truth about wood ash and revealing exactly how to use it safely, without destroying the foundation of your garden. The biggest mistake gardeners make is thinking wood ash is simply burned wood, so it must still contain all the goodness the tree had. But combustion completely transforms the material. When wood burns, everything organic inside it disappears. The carbon structure is gone, the sugars evaporate, the beneficial compounds vanish, and the nitrogen, one of the most essential nutrients for plant growth, is entirely lost to the air. What remains is not compost, not humus, and definitely not fertilizer. It is, well, a dense, extremely concentrated cluster of minerals in an inorganic form. This concentration is the reason ash feels soft and harmless to the touch, yet can be potent and even destructive in soil. It primarily contains calcium in very high percentages, along with potassium, phosphorus, magnesium, and a variety of microelements that plants do need, but cannot use immediately because soil microbes must convert them first. Understanding that ash is effectively a chemical concentrate is the first step in preventing long-term garden damage. The most dangerous characteristic of wood ash is its extremely high pH. Most gardeners don't realize that ash sits around a pH of 12, which is shockingly alkaline. When added to soil, even in small repeated amounts, the pH of your growing beds begins to climb higher and higher. The result is nutrient lockout, a condition where nutrients are physically present in the soil but become unavailable to roots. Plants begin showing pale leaves, slow growth, and weak development, even though you may be adding compost or fertilizer. The issue isn't a lack of nutrients, it's the soil's inability to deliver them. Along with this rising alkalinity comes another threat: salinity. Ash contains salts that accumulate over time, burning delicate root hairs and pushing away the ecosystem that keeps soil alive. Earthworms are especially vulnerable. They sense the chemical environment shifting and move away, leaving behind soil that becomes compacted, lifeless, and depleted. This decrease in soil life is subtle at first, but devastating in the long run. A third issue arises when wood ash meets nitrogen-rich fertilizers. When combined, they often react and release ammonia gas. That strong smell of ammonia you might occasionally notice isn't harmless. It's actually nitrogen escaping into the air. Basically, you're fertilizing the atmosphere instead of your plants. The more nitrogen that evaporates, the weaker your crops become. One of the most persistent misconceptions is the belief that ash and biochar are the same. But honestly, they are not even close. Ash is the end product of complete combustion and contains almost no carbon at all. Biochar, on the other hand, forms through an entirely different process that preserves carbon and creates a porous structure that supports soil microbes, improves water retention, and boosts overall soil performance. So, biochar enriches the ground. But, ash must be handled carefully. Treating them as interchangeable is honestly one of the quickest ways to damage soil without even realizing it. Now that we understand the risks, how can ash be used responsibly? The safest method, and, well, the one recommended again and again by soil experts, is to add wood ash to compost rather than directly onto the soil. Compost naturally acidifies as it breaks down, and ash can buffer this acidity, helping create a balanced environment for microbial activity. More importantly, once the minerals and ash are introduced into compost, they are gradually converted into forms plants can access without shocking the soil. For every cubic meter of compost, the correct amount is approximately 1 kilogram of wood ash. This ratio ensures the ash is fully buffered by organic matter before reaching your garden beds. You do not need to add it all at once. A small sprinkling over every few layers during the composting process is enough. Think of it as a seasoning rather than a primary ingredient. Once incorporated and allowed to mellow within the compost pile, ash becomes far safer and far more beneficial. Applying ash directly onto soil is possible, but only under very controlled conditions. The key is to know the current pH of your soil. If your soil is already near neutral or even slightly alkaline, adding ash will likely cause damage. The only scenario where direct application makes sense is when the soil trends toward the acidic side. Even then, the quantity must remain extremely small. The recommended safe maximum is about 80 to 100 grams per square meter of soil per year. This is roughly the amount that fits into a small yogurt cup. Anything beyond this accumulates dangerously fast. Many gardeners unknowingly apply 5 or 10 times this amount, especially when dumping entire buckets from fireplaces or wood stoves. Such misuse can take years to fix and leaves crops weak and yellowed. One of the most enjoyable and unexpectedly valuable uses of wood ash is in poultry care. Chickens love taking dust baths, and mixing ash with dry soil in a bathing area helps maintain clean feathers while discouraging pests. The ash helps loosen debris from their plumage and keeps mites from settling in. This method does not involve the soil ecosystem at all, making it a safe and practical use of wood ash for those who keep backyard hens. It provides enrichment for the birds and avoids the risks associated with garden application. Many gardeners still believe that ash is an effective barrier against slugs, but the truth is that the effect lasts only a very short time. When ash is perfectly dry, it can irritate and dehydrate slugs, but the moment it absorbs moisture from dew or humidity, it loses all effectiveness. Since ash breaks down so quickly and builds up in harmful ways, relying on it for pest control is simply not worth the trade-off. There are safer and longer-lasting methods that do not risk destabilizing soil chemistry. Wood ash is not the harmless, old-fashioned remedy many people believe it to be. It's actually powerful, reactive, and, well, capable of causing long-term damage when used without understanding its chemical strength. But used correctly, especially within compost, it can become a beneficial and balanced contributor to soil fertility. The key is knowledge, moderation, and respect for the delicate systems that allow soil to thrive. If you found this video from Soil and Crop Central helpful and want more deep, science-based gardening insights, make sure to subscribe, share this video, and help others avoid these silent soil mistakes. Your garden and your future harvests will thank you. Soil and Crop Central.